like short guys?
Now, is that rumor about the $1,000 a stain?
That's
Wow.
What's that smell?
I can't believe what I saw. Look, I'm being gay over here.
Locally, I'm really.
What's your thoughts on premarital sex?
Come play with us.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
5,352 feet.
How's your sister?
Cereal, champions, lowest cost.
Only a quick swimming pool, which we have right here. You can see we have a nice natural side, nice ceramic side to it, and yeah.
Let's go check out the west side of the house.
Glass.
Woo! Here we are again, folks. It's another Monday Maniacs with Death Curse Society. I'm Red Crank, that's Zigzag, and that's Phase. What's up, guys?
Yeah, here we are. Woo!
All right. Woo! Well, Ziggy's excited for some reason.
Yeah, here we are.
I'm excited to be away from the poker table because
Got
I don't
some
have
water?
much of an ass left after this weekend. It wasn't good. It was pretty bloody, man. Not good. It was just, you ever, you know those nights where it's just not your night, and you know it's not your night.
Here we go.
But you try, try to fight through it. That was my weekend. But no.
I felt that way at the gas pump the other day. Like, well, I might as well just bend over and let it take me up the ass because it's just ridiculous. But.
All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna start this way, huh? All right.
I mean, I don't mean be like that, but it's just
There was some great horror news and stuff coming, So
are we gonna get into that already?
No. We're gonna just stick with us.
Okay.
If you're not wanting to hear about Faces of Death, we're gonna get into some shit after that. After we review this movie, and I mean,
we're gonna do it after.
I'm really excited. Oh, you want to do it first? I don't care.
I don't care. I don't.
Go ahead.
I figured we would have time left after this review.
Okay.
I'd rather do it before because we could kind of gauge where we're at.
Go ahead.
Final thoughts.
Very good. Okay, then. Well, folks, 20 years ago, a little film came out, a mockumentary, if you will.
Tell us about the 70s there, Ziggy.
It's 20 years. Come on, man. Boy, it does seem like that, doesn't it? God damn it.
No.
No, it's
Come
40
on,
years.
now, I was 20 years ago.
It's terrible.
8, 9. I don't know anymore.
Anyways, 2016, this little film came out, independent film called Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Now, if you would have asked me this guy this Leslie Vernon character would be sitting on the pedestal that Art the Clown possesses at this time. If you would have asked me, because he's that cool. But it impressed everybody. Everybody thought it was great. Everybody saw it, and if you've never seen it, you need to see it because it's wonderful, and there's more to it. Because this one ends, and your typical slasher, the killer, eyes open, and it goes to black. And then we figured it would come back. It never did. They tried. They did a crowdfunding a few years later. They had a whole sequel, a prequel actually, on him becoming this killer. And it just didn't raise any money on crowdfunding. They couldn't get it going. And it failed. What they did was sell it to like a comic book company, their own comic book company. And our buddy Nathan Milliner actually scripted these comic books. And they did 6 issues that tells that prequel. But no! That's not what we're here to talk about. That's not it.
Yeah. You're peaking us, man. You're peaking our levels. Good Lord.
Because they just did a 20th anniversary screening down at the Los Feliz in L.A. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right.
Oh,
you know,
boy.
You're definitely not, but I don't know what it actually is. I could just tell you're not doing it right.
Feliz. What would that be to you?
Feliz?
Feliz.
Feliz.
Feliz Navidad.
Mm.
Anyway,
I like that, yeah.
it's in L.A., okay? And they did a screening and a Q&A with the whole cast, except, of course, Scott Wilson, who's no longer with us. Rest in peace, sir. And they did this. It went great. Had a whole thing, lots of fun and everything. And before everyone's leaving, everyone's getting up to go. They're like, hey, guys, hold on. We got one more thing to tell you. And on the screen, they show this. Phase.
Oh, the next one? All right, you got it. Boom.
Timing, folks. It's the gem of
we did not like practice
I
or
know.
plan this or discuss this.
This is the most basic of video packages, but it's okay. I digress.
Of reveals. The most basic of reveal.
Yeah, it's formatted. Look at it. It looks good, though. I mean, but yes, Behind the Mask 2, the return of Leslie Vernon. We have the original writer, Stevie, coming back. We have Scott Glosserman directing. We have Nathan Basil returning as Leslie Vernon. Angela, I think it's Goethals. I'm not sure.
Goethals
or Goethals, yes. She played Taylor. She was the filmmaker that followed the serial killer. I don't want to give the plot away if you've never seen it. I mean, it has been 20 years, but a documentary filmmaker follows a serial killer, and then things kind of twist from there. She's back. But most importantly, Robert Englund returns for the role of Doc Halloran, his best tribute to Sam Loomis of Halloween, you know.
Oh,
Dr.
yeah.
Loomis. And we are promised this time a much more expanded role for him. They already have the funding. It's all there already. But they are going to do a Kickstarter, and we can throw that up there at some point. We'll get it in the comments for you if you want to go. There's nothing there yet. They haven't launched. It's just a page with that on it.
Yeah, I'll throw it in the comments right now. Fuck it.
There you go. And I'm going to try to get behind this. See if the boys here want to get in on it too. But hopefully Deathers can have. If you watch our interview with Mr. Glosserman 5 years ago,
he talks about this.
We talk about all of this.
Yeah.
And how he would have to update the script to modern times. And they think that the way things are with technology now, when everyone's lost in their phones and shit, there's a joke there that will work in this world, and they're going to run with it. So I'm excited as fuck. Crank, what do you think, dude?
I'm pumped, too. Clearly not as psyched as you are, because, Jesus Lord, man, I haven't seen you this excited since last 420.
I was dancing a jig when you posted this. First of all, I was like, wait a minute, is this the Lost April Fool's thing, or yeah?
I posted it yesterday. That would have been like 2 weeks late for April Fool's, man.
But this has come up before, and assholes with AI and shit. So I went deep diving, and sure enough,
it's real shit.
Legit.
Yeah, it's legit. And I'm excited for it. I'd love to get Scott and maybe even Nathan back on the show and talk about this. When we get close to, maybe we can do something like around the Kickstarter or something.
Yeah,
And,
exactly. I'll reach
help
out to
push
them
that a
both
little bit.
again and say, hey, you came on before. How about now we've got something to talk about. Let's
Right,
do
right.
this. Something real.
So,
And I think we can get in on this. I don't know. I think it's great.
I'm a
Again,
fan of the movie for sure. I mean,
yeah,
don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of the movie, but I'm just in a very mellow response right now.
I dig the director's style. He loves doing Easter eggs, and with no Scott Wilson in it, it's gonna suck. But they promise obvious tributes to him in ways.
Yeah.
Which there was like 17 different Easter eggs in the last one, so
Oh, at least.
they were great. I'm excited. This will be my number one anticipated movie of 2027.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. What about you, FaZe? Are you a fan?
I mean, I love the original, yeah. So I'm into it. I was surprised, because of all the bullshit that went behind this. But I mean, hey, let's fucking go, man. I don't have the money to help kickstart this, so hopefully other people do.
We may be able to put some DCS funds behind
It'll
it.
be under
That's
DC.
true. Represent
No
as
matter
DCS.
what goes in from this group here, like us three and Colonel, it's DCS. Don't worry.
Right.
Yeah, dude. Wow. I just never thought it would happen, and dude, if they do it right here, Art the Clown has a real challenger here to the throne of the modern icon. Like killer.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know if like after 20 years, it's not gonna have the bite that it had to spawn more sequels. You know what I mean?
Now
I don't think.
It sucks that there's not a fucking Morgan Crypt this year. It'd be perfect to get Basil out there and have a screening of this.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. But I love the fact that they're going to make fun of they got 20 years, and Leslie Vernon's been honing his killer style and craft the whole time, so he should be much better. I don't know if he'll have the one-liners like he did. I'm fine if he's a silent killer all the way this time. I don't care. I'm all for it. Whatever they want to do, I'm in. And we'll tell you, yeah.
I'm hip to the jive, man. I'm hip to the jive. Let's go. But
all right,
we've got other things to talk about.
Yes.
Before we get into that,
there was one other thing, real quick. Not on this. The next thing is, I saw that Tales from the Crypt, the old HBO series, finally coming to Shudder for streaming for the first fucking time. What the fuck, dude? 35 years. What's going on?
Yeah, no, it's about time for that. I mean, I guess you could have found it on like an old DVD set years ago, but it was in bad shape.
A shitty burned VHS version that looks like ass. No, dude. This finally it was two great bits of news.
And again, I think Nicotero's behind it, right?
Oh yeah, well he's
at least partially behind it.
Art guy in the bunch.
Yeah. So good pull for Shudder, and yeah. Looking forward to. I'll definitely go down that rabbit hole again. It's only 7 seasons.
Oh yeah, and it
was less than 100 episodes, if I remember correctly.
It's 85% quality. There's a 50% that are shitty, but I mean it's okay. I want them all. I want to see every bit. That's all I got. All right.
All right. Well, I had a great week this last week. I had my 10-year anniversary at one of my favorite clubs in town, George's Stables, which the night went over great. My buddy Rachel made some cake and cupcakes. My buddy Keaton brought some crawfish out of the blue. Like I didn't even know about it until like 2 hours before, and that was great. My friends over at Sugar Llamas here in Stillwater, a trendy donut shop, brought some donuts, and that was some good stuff. Had some door prizes from a lot of people. It was a fun time. We were at capacity, or I'll be honest, slightly over, all night long. It was lovely, and it was a good time, and I appreciate everybody that showed up, came out, and even the ones that didn't, that just sent good vibes. I appreciate it. It was a fun time, and yeah, here's to another 10 years. But yeah, I'll be honest, I do not want to do a night like that again for at least 10 years, because that I was worn out after that. It was draining, both physically and emotionally, because I saw people that I had not seen in years that showed up for this. So it was nice, though. So that's all I got, and I'm working on some super secret behind the scenes projects. But other than that, I can't talk about that. Ooh,
I should hope not.
teaser. But tonight we are going to be talking about and reviewing Faces of Death. But before we get to all that, I'm going to let you guys take the reins and hit on this.
All right, I'll hit on it, I guess. Final Girls and Guys, C-Phase. I shouldn't hit on that person. Luke, the Muffinator, Tyrone.
The Crazy Ralph's, Bell's Fancy Creations, Dr. Smiley, The Grizz and Paula, Morgan Crypt Horror, Joshua, Raymond, Alan Terry, Twisted Twinning, and the whole damn enchilada, Thursdays, 7.
And our camp counselors, Adam, Christy, Lou, S. Michael, Jimmy and Rachel, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Angie, Chuck, Schick, Dave, Carl, Patricia, Kristen, JJ, and of course, Gordon the dog.
Gordon the dog. Of
Can't go
course.
wrong.
That's
We
right.
need a dog bark.
All of you. Thank you. Thank you. God damn it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep. And you can become a member and support the DCS for as little as $3 a month. Get exclusive swag and other perks. Head on over to deathcursesociety.com. Hit that membership tab and throw us a few bones. Throw us a like out there, too, while you're...
Where did the golf clap go? Can I not use it when it banners?
I don't know.
Throw us a share. Throw us a like. All that stuff.
Crank muted himself.
I did. I hit the wrong button. I was
He
trying
hit
to...
the
Oh,
no,
no.
He hit the no soliciting button.
I don't know where the golf clap is. Did we remove that? Did that get moved? Like,
It's right there.
what?
It's still working?
Golf clap for you.
There it is, of course, because you just took a deep dive as soon as he hit it.
Ah.
All right, let's see who all's in the room. Of course, I mean, do we even have to look to see first comment? No.
No, of course not.
He got it. Yeah,
It's
I
our
was
boy.
I think our game is done.
well, now I have a ticket stub to Faces of Death.
Oh, there you go.
Add to the prize pool.
Oh my God.
Joshua, of course, first in line to get in here. Lorena's here. The doctor is in. Paula's here. Gina's here. Joseph's here. Joseph, we'll see you in a few weeks. Well, some of us will see you in a few weeks.
That's right.
The twins have arrived. Not sure what Grizzly is talking about, but that was painful. Ooh. Fish.
Ooh, fish.
The wolfish.
Grandma Sue's here.
Thanks for wearing the shirt, by the way, out in public.
Oh,
there,
God, yeah, the
representing
shirt.
us, Grizzly.
It looks
Yeah, the
sweet in blue.
The shirt
It
looked
does.
good, dude.
It
Shirt
looks
looked
great
really
in
good.
blue.
Gina says, Bill says, hey, he went to bed because he had to go back to work in like 6 hours. All right, that's all right.
That,
Sorry,
We'll
brother.
let it slide this time. Tell
Yeah,
him
we
we
love
said
you,
hello.
Bill.
no, that wolf bitch. Get him up. Get him in here.
Oh my God! Yeah, get his pimp over. He needs to bitch slap him and
Yeah, where is the pimp is here.
Yep.
The pimp needs to tell him what to do.
Start stoking that cigar up and start doing some burns under the armpit or something to get him going.
Anyway, Grandma Sue is here.
Grandma
Let's keep
Sue.
going. Earl's here. What's up, Earl? Damon's here. Silent D.
Earl witnessed my destruction on Saturday. So
I imagine he did. Tarek's here early. Good, good. Everyone's showing up early tonight. That's good. Charles is here. What's up, Charles? And that may be about it. Yep.
Welcome, goddammit, welcome.
That's right. Yeah, gang, thanks for tuning in. This one's going to be interesting, I think. Hell, let's just get right into it. Faces of Death, baby. Hold on. Where is it?
oh yeah, we gotta go to that screen and
Yep.
get that. Oh, it says casting and acting for some reason. You left that. You were working on the fucking. You were
Take-
writing down
take-
the chapters for yourself.
Take it off. Take it off.
I'm taking it off. I'm
Alright.
just saying this one ain't my fault.
No, it's not
I'm
your
just saying.
All right, so the 2026 reimagining of Faces of Death, directed by Daniel Goldhaber,
Reimagining, is that the right word? I would
no.
say this is in by name only, really, with some references to the old classic. It's not really the same thing.
I mean, it's the story. It's one of those weird movies where the story within it's like a universe where this movie exists within it. So it's a character inspired by this movie, and they just titled it the same thing to, you know, it's silly. I was told that it was a lot like an arachnophobia, or not arachnophobia. Fuck, I don't remember what it was. A Human Centipede sequel, where somebody was inspired by that original movie in one of the sequels and ended up making his own centipede. Like it was kind of like that. You know, it was weird. What is this, Crank? What do
Let
you?
him go. Let him go.
I'm just waiting. Can I get back to Legendary Pictures' official synopsis for the film?
Synopsis of the film that they just said a reimagining is where I had a problem. That's all.
I understand.
Oh,
that, but
I didn't
can
realize that. I was
Go ahead,
making
go
a
ahead.
point about there, and I spent way too long. I'm sorry.
No. It's fine.
Go
It's fine.
ahead, sir.
It's fine. Where were we?
You
All
have
right.
the siren too, you know.
The 2026 reimagining of Faces of Death, directed by Daniel Goldhaber, follows Margot, played by Barbie Ferreira, a content moderator for a TikTok-like platform reeling from past trauma. She discovers a series of grisly viral videos reenacting deaths from the 1978 original film, forcing her to determine if they are staged or real murders. As she uncovers a pattern of targeted creators, she suspects a serial killer is using the site to broadcast real murders. Despite being dismissed by superiors, Margot investigates the account, leading her into the path of the killer named Arthur, played by Dacre Montgomery. I want you guys to pay attention to this. Dacre Montgomery. Got it? Ziggy?
I got it.
Dacre Montgomery.
All right, thank you. The film, described as a meta reboot or Scream-esque thriller that acts as an exploitation of the original 1978 film, explores digital desensitization, something like that. The is it real or fake nature of viral content and the toxicity of the online world. Now, getting into anticipation and marketing, how did you, I'm going to start with FaZe on this one. FaZe, how did you feel about the anticipation and marketing of this film?
Why am I not seeing the chapter? Do you? There
I
it
got
is.
it.
So, I didn't. I mean, I've been getting to the theater pretty late lately. I mean, we've been smoking in the parking lot and getting there like right as the movie's starting. So I've been missing a lot of these trailers, at least the ones in the theater. They haven't been popping on like my general ads that I see. I maybe here and there, so I didn't really notice this much. I mean, I've heard of the original. You told me about it while I was super drunk on some nights. Twice, and I forgot all about that. Because I get drunk when we play fucking Texas, you wouldn't believe. But fucking, like, I don't know. If I knew more about the original, I probably wouldn't have wanted to see this so much. But I don't know. It's interesting. But my actual thoughts on the anticipation of marketing were none because I never really noticed this until I saw it on our schedule.
All right. Ziggy, let me ask you this. How long has it been since you've seen the original film?
30 years.
30 years?
Yeah.
Right.
What it came out pretty much. Wow.
No, I mean,
it came out in 78. Well,
like
released in 78, but
Oh, really?
fire
I
on
was-
video in like, what, 82, 84?
Gorgon video was like 83, 82.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's
Because
the
I
one
was
that-
seeing 80s. So
Yeah,
that,
yeah. Well,
everybody's kind of surprised.
nobody knew about it until
Yeah.
VHS wasn't around until 80. You know.
Oh, it was
Sure,
it was a major flop in theaters.
Oh, dude, nobody.
Like-
Oh, I bet.
I'm
And-
pretty sure that like 6 people total saw it.
We had all heard about it, you know, and there was all this big rumor and the big, all kind of, you know, the legend of it and everything. But no, it took until the VHS craze came, and then that box was there, you know, with the skull on it, and banned in 18 countries, and
48.
yeah, you know, and but so okay, so then when you got it, we kind of talked about this last week. It was kind of a rite of passage to actually get it, sit down and watch it, and here we go. Now we've seen
Right.
it, you know, and wow, that's heavy. And but even we were sitting around at that age going, wait a minute, there's multiple camera angles. What the fuck's going on here? You know, this is all like this, you know, the JFK kind of filming, you know, with like a little Super 8. That ain't jiving. And no,
Right.
Granted, the guerrilla warfare stuff, absolutely real. Absolutely. Some of the gags that they use in this movie, in this reimagining, I don't know. You know, I don't really know. So, yeah.
No, the original film really caught fire in the 80s, like we were talking about, or like you were talking about, because of home video, because it was one of those that, like, major chains would not carry this. Like, you could not find this in a Blockbuster. But
No.
you go to your mom and pop shop
Yeah.
and you ask for it, and the guy's cool with you, if you know what I mean.
It was supposed to be, they were supposed to hold, you know, 21 or whatever, but
Right.
Discount Video was our place, and they didn't give a fuck. They would rent you anything, you know.
But that's where, you know, you got to see it. And, you know, because of that, you had to work to see this movie, or, you know, especially as a youngster. You
Sure.
know? So you felt you earned something seeing it back in the day, you know, and that
Right. Well,
that mattered more than the actual fucking movie.
everybody at school is talking about it. A couple of people had seen it, so
Right.
then it became like, you know what I mean? It gets on your hit list. You got to see it, you know.
It's that rite of passage kind of thing for the
Exactly.
80s kids. But it was, I mean, the original movie's not that good. It's not good at all, honestly.
I mean, I'll say this. I appreciate everything you're saying about, you know, the rite of passage, this and that, because I would love to experience that kind of thing with VHS and blah, blah, blah in the 80s. But this is a piece of shit because of the
it's very
animal abuse.
Yeah, it's very exploitative, for sure.
Like, I don't
So-
care about anything else. The animal abuse is where I draw the fucking line. Like,
Oh.
fuck, I am never going to watch this
Fair enough.
original movie because of that.
Now, there are, I remember in Faces of Death, there was a scene where they bleed like a cow in
Yeah,
Africa.
they show cow slaughterings.
Yeah. At there's a couple a rooster gets beheaded. They show
Right.
Oh, yeah.
that. I don't think there's. Well, no, I think they do go to a slaughterhouse, don't they, with a cow?
Yeah, they go straight
Oh,
to the slaughterhouse.
pigs. Oh God, yes, that's right.
And lambs and stuff like that.
see,
So.
We would usually zip past that kind of stuff. So that there's your 5% real was all within that and the guerrilla warfare stuff. Everything else was phony.
Pretty
And
much, yeah.
I loved how they do kind of.
Including, I'm pretty sure, the scene that FaZe is objecting to so much. I think that was fake. The monkey?
Oh, the monkey.
It's said to be real.
Monkey's fake.
The monkey
It's
brain
said,
is fake.
everybody I know says the monkey's real.
Because
That's why I say fuck that movie.
they show the scene in this movie pretty much.
That's why I'm pissed about this movie, because they showed the monkey
You
scene.
never see the monkey get struck, even in the original one. Never. Not once.
Not really. No.
So
Not once. Not
and
once.
and also the
Sound
monkey's
effect.
the color of the monkey's fur changes like
4
when
times.
they start cutting
Yeah.
it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I always thought that part was fake. But anyway,
bite me. So everybody has told me it's real. So I'm like, all right, it's bullshit. That it's a pile of shit. But hey, I, as someone born in 1997, have to take people's word of mouth because I wasn't around back then.
there you go.
Earl says the mental institution face peeling. Oh, the autopsy. I think they do, and they pull
Some of that's real.
I would say I don't know if that one or not is.
Like in the first one, the autopsy at the very beginning, part of that is real.
I mean, I can imagine it looks kind of like it'd be something that in a mortuary like that. With
Not the autopsy, the surgery, where they're
Yeah.
open heart surgery, where the heart is still.
Oh,
there.
yeah,
that's real stuff. But
the one where they take the flesh off like a mask almost.
yeah, that's a later version or
That might be
later
too.
sequel or something.
That's
yeah.
probably phony, though. I don't think flesh comes off. That's
Anyway.
off the skull, right?
My anticipation with this was kind of mixed because I didn't know what to expect, and then start hearing little pieces of the story and seeing parts of the trailer, and I'm like, okay, I'm intrigued at the very best, because I mean they're trying to do this meta thing where kind of like Wes Craven's New Nightmare in a way, where you know the movies are the star of like this movie. You know, the old movie is the star of this movie, sort of.
Yeah.
In a weird way.
In a much dumber way.
And dumber,
Yeah.
but also trying to modernize it. I was curious about how they were going to do that. I figured they were going to do like a YouTube thing or something. So that tracked fairly easy. But I'll start with this, or ask this before we move on. Ziggy, is rebooting something like this even a good idea? I mean, besides just the name alone?
It's not a great idea unless you do it just right, and they really tried here, I think, to do it that way. But there's a lot of fucking holes in this thing, man. Mm-hmm. Even for a slasher, there's a lot of holes in it, man. I think it could be done. But I think it could be done a little better than what they did here, because the killer's motivations are a little wonky. You know what I mean? It's and when we get there, there's other movies that did it way better.
All right. Faze, I don't even have to ask you this question, but go ahead.
What question? I mean, what do you mean?
Oh, well, shit. Let me scroll up. Was this movie is rebooting something like Faces of Death even a good idea? Yeah.
I mean,
pay attention.
I'm still wondering if the fucking monkey scene's real or not. Thank you very much, but
even like two people in the comments have said no.
I see that. But I mean, I don't know, man.
Multiple camera angles, lots of snap edits, lots of close-ups of the guys going.
Yeah, that's great. I never saw it. So I mean, besides what they showed in this film, but
and you see the mallet like resting.
Yeah, and
on the monkey's head, just but the mallet doesn't move.
So. Come on, dude. There's like a 4-way camera.
You know, come on, dude. Me, like I just said, it's all word of mouth for me.
Okay.
All right.
But besides that, I don't know. Probably not. You probably should leave snuff films in the 80s. We're kind of past that point, I think. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a professional.
All righty. Well, let's move on to initial thoughts walking out of the theater. What you got there, Faze?
I mean, you know, I was very conflicted. I mean, the whole monkey thing, you know, was the whole whatever. I guess I'm just going to ignore that whole point now. Fucking, that was like going to be my whole argument of saying fuck this movie. But now,
just pretend it was real to you then. And
well, what do you mean pretend?
Let us have it.
Oh Lord,
Jesus Christ! But if the monkey shit was real, I'd be giving this thing a middle finger out of 10. But I mean, I don't even know anymore. But initial thoughts walking out of the theater, you know, I was kind of conflicted because outside of that, this general plot, I could give this thing 2 different scores. One for if I were to take logic seriously, and 2, if I were not to take logic seriously. Those are 2 different scores because it depends on how bitchy I'm feeling, I guess. Like, I don't know. Like, right now I'm feeling kind of bitchy. But just, I don't know. This clearly takes place in some fantasy universe where all this shit could happen. So, sure, whatever. Like, it's a nonsense fucking movie. But, like, it's nonsense. All the technological shit is fucking... All the hacking bullshit is fucking nonsense. But beyond that, I mean, it's an okay film. Especially if the monkey shit's actually faked. And, yeah, it's an okay film. I mean...
The whole movie comes down to if the monkey stuff from 1978 was fake, folks.
I was told by so many fucking people that it's real. So
Well, yeah. But
I mean, you're calling all the motherfuckers liars, all of you. So I don't know,
Your friends? Yes.
friends, and I'm not gonna call out specific names. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Well, and I'm not saying they're liars. They were fooled.
yeah,
Well, fair
They were
enough.
fooled by the marketing.
I never even watched it, so there you go.
that fucking Wisconsin bubble hash is deadly, man. Fucking kill it.
Probably.
No, I'm
Wisconsin?
not fucking with you, man. I see what you mean. Why that would turn you off and not even want to worry about it or even give it a thought. But so I guess I'll segue into my initial thoughts on it.
Yeah.
I honestly thought for what they did with it and the attempt they took to marry it to the old one and make the killer that his motivation somewhat, he was obviously stoked by that. He thought this film would get him clicks and looks and likes, and it's all about that. But it's interesting how they do it and the algorithm thing, and she's got to say yes or no, yay or nay, and her bosses are letting shit go through. So you're wondering how, in real life you see shit, how the fuck did that make it through? And then you see this movie, it's funny to me, It's like, wow, is it that simple? Some idiot just going, yeah, look at this is great for the clicks. This is good business. Let it go. So I mean, but what? Yeah, it's a slasher. It's not really paint by numbers, but I mean, yet very common and very, very. It is repetitive, man. I mean, and the design too. I'm not too crazy about this. The guy's mask and shit is
Oh,
cool.
really?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
What's with the red eyes?
Clicks, man.
I don't know, man. I mean, that
You
was
don't
just
you
a-
don't think of it like somebody scrolling through on TikTok, That's how you got to think of this.
Well, yeah, because he was doing the selfie shit with it and stuff. So
Yes.
I guess,
Yes.
And what era did this fucking take place in? Because like that Reddit was like 2005 Reddit, but the camera equipment they're using is like from this year. So what the fuck? There's like 20 years of technological differences going on. That's just another
Well,
bitch
also-
that I had.
Also, she's not. That was like a brand new computer that she got on there with, so it was probably fairly limited or whatever too.
Those
what
fucking
she
they were
had.
using smartphones. Like,
Yeah.
give me a break, man.
But we'll see. Initial thoughts coming out. I saw this with nobody. Well, there was one other person sitting in the back row of the theater, and by the time the credits started, I turned around to see what their reaction might be, and they were already gone. So I don't know when they left. And I figured I would be alone, but because no one gives a shit about this movie.
dude.
No. How many people were in your theater, Ziggy?
My theater that I go to down the street had one fucking showing at 10 o'clock at night. And like, dude, the way we've been working over there at the greenhouse, man, 10 o'clock's not good, for me. And not even for an hour and 38-minute movie. So I was like, oh, okay, Crank's AMC up the road, 7 Mile. I can go up there and see it there. And there was a whole row open. And I buy ticket E8. It's the last one on the left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all good. I get there, and there's a special needs old guy sitting in my chair, dude. And I just went like, E8. And he went, I went, oh, you're good. You're good. I'm going to go down there and sit on the other end. All right? I go, it's fine. It's fine. And so I went down. I didn't want none of that, man. I was just, I was just saying, I said E8. And I was like, it's dark in there. I didn't know what the hell was going on. So it's fine. I go sit down at the other side, E1. And I'm fine, and it's good. It's fine. And then I look at the phone and see if the row's for sale. And it's still not for sale. But then, like, dude, people are coming in late like a motherfucker. And AMC, what is with the half hour of trailers, dude?
It's not a half hour. It's 25 minutes.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's a lot, though, man. We got 15 of those.
MJR, baby, 15 minutes. You know exactly when the movie's going to start.
They're getting ready. AMC's getting ready to cut those down, though. They
Holy
just
shit,
announced
dude.
that.
Well,
so.
anyway, it gave like all these people started filing in, and then this couple comes up, a little younger. They're in their 30s, and they look down at me, and I'm just sitting there eating my popcorn, man, going, I'm going to have to go bounce the other guy, you know, because it's kind of filling up.
Just go to the next row.
It's filling up. The place was filling up.
Oh, my God, really?
Sold out. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. On a Sunday at 1:45.
Oh, okay.
So, and then, so they just go, I hear them go, let's just go sit over there. And then another guy came in and kicked them out of those seats. So they moved 2 over right next to me, right? So we were all right in a row. They never said boo about me moving. I would have moved. I mean, it's not like I was going to be like, fuck off, you know, but yeah, it was just kind of funny, the whole ordeal and shit. And
Good Lord.
I just, you're good, bro. You're good. I'll be over here. See you later. Yeah.
Anyway, my initial thoughts were I didn't really hate this film. It didn't hit all the places where I would have liked to have seen it gone or liked to have seen it go. But I mean, it's not the worst I've seen this year by far.
No.
So, and I liked some of they didn't quite nail it right, but I liked some of the commentary and social commentary they had buried under the main storyline. You know, I liked that whole, you know, social media is evil. Those corporations are evil, and that whole storyline that's there. But
it was an all-out attack, subtle, but all-out attack on influencers, big time.
And influencers are just idiots, and
Yep.
I didn't mind that.
That's the entertaining part of it, honestly.
Yeah. But this isn't necessarily a movie about death. It's a movie about why we as a society can't stop watching. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
Yep. And then getting clicks and getting, you know, views gets this killer hard. That's his thing.
And I didn't hate the concept, but they didn't nail it as well as I thought they would have.
What
Like
did
this had potential.
Yeah, it had potential, but then did not live up to it.
What other film had this concept, at least pieces of it, and did it way better? Was Super Sale.
I don't remember that one. I thought I kind of had flashes of like 8mm.
8mm. You remember like the end of that one with the influencer and the rental property and shit, the Airbnb.
Are you thinking of Superhost?
Superhost?
Okay.
Saver, what the fuck? Yeah, sorry. Superhost.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was fun, but they nailed that a lot better.
I thought that approach and that attack to this kind of material was way more satisfying.
Oh yeah.
But having said that, I'm kind of with you on this wasn't a complete turd like I thought it would be.
Right. This one just felt like it was stretched thin, and didn't quite have the balls to go more in on that satirical, cynical, social commentary look. They could have gone deeper on that, I think.
Tried to make it a serious horror movie, too, at the same time. I think that's where they tried, you know.
I think that was the big problem.
Yeah.
So,
if they'd have probably you're right, they'd have went a little more not so serious, a little more, you know, very bad people kind of thing, just dark black comedy kind of stuff. This could have been an excellent film.
Yeah.
Taken that way.
Yeah. All righty. Let's move on to... Oh, boy. Hold on. I got to get a drink before we get into this. Because there's a lot of reading. All right. Margot Romero, Act 1, by the way, folks. And yeah, we're going to tell you now, but spoilers galore.
Oh, yeah.
So,
you don't care. Don't worry. You don't.
I know you don't care.
You don't care.
Yeah, and we're telling you don't care. It doesn't matter. Margot Romero is a content moderator for Kino, a massive video platform like TikTok, and basically spends her days watching the worst things people upload and deciding what gets taken down and what stays. Right away, you can tell this job is eating her alive. There's also a layer of personal trauma tied to her past that isn't revealed yet that makes her relationship with violent content feel way more personal than it should. She comes across an eerily real decapitation execution video on the site. Although she initially disregards it as staged with potentially hyper-realistic practical effects, her concerns grow when another video depicting death via electric chair pops up in a similar format. At first glance, they look like recreations of deaths, but something about them is off. The effects are too convincing, the reactions feel too real, and the staging feels deliberate. We start to see how inconsistent the platform is. Some violent or disturbing content slips through, while other harmless stuff gets flagged instantly, like drug use. Margot clearly cares more than her co-workers, but the job itself feels numb and procedural. It sets up this idea early that the system isn't built to actually protect people, it's built to manage content. I want to talk about that section for a minute because I know FaZe didn't necessarily like this kind of fictional world that they're setting it in, or even thought it was more fictional than I think it is. I don't know if it's necessarily
like it. It's the it just I don't know. The execution was the first act. I liked it. It was the way they followed through with it is where I kind of started to not like it, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of dug the setup because, you know, there are actually people that work for YouTube, that work for TikTok, that work for Facebook and all this stuff that sit there and do a job very similar to this, you know? And it can't be a fun job, but it seems like, at least in our world, the rules are a little bit different than in this world. So I'm not exactly sure why they made that choice, what they were trying to say. I mean, I guess they were trying to say that drug use, you know, smoking marijuana on a camera matters more to society than seeing someone's head get cut off.
Yeah. Or were they
Ziggy?
a skateboarder, you know, crashing and breaking their arm in half, and they're like, oh, that's good. You know, they leave that up. That's
right.
Yeah. You know. But, yeah, you know, it is that. They're going to they're making fun of this whole world that exists now and how it's the future, man. I never thought, I mean, so everybody, the kids, and now there's like some into their 20s, late 20s, early 30s that are all into this group of stuff and watching these videos like this, just hypnotized, conditioned, programmed.
Mm-hmm.
It's
but that's what social media is now, and has been for years. Maybe it's not, you know, people watching beheadings constantly on a you know, algorithmic loop, but
yeah,
you know, they're watching little twinks do dance moves and, you know, stuff like that. So,
I mean, the violent stuff is desensitizing. You know,
yeah.
When something horrible happens for real, everyone's just kind of like, oh, that's a shame, you know, the Seinfeld, and scroll along to the next one, you know.
Right. So, I kind of dug the way they set it up, though. I'll leave it at that, because I thought the world they were. I mean, that is probably a section of the world that we just don't see. Like, I don't know anybody that works for Facebook content moderation. I don't know anybody that works for any social media content
verify, you know.
Yeah. So, I mean, how would their life be? You know, I can see it almost similar to something like this, like just, you know, constantly depressed. You know, no real social life, just dreading going to work and seeing horrible shit all day.
Something that, you know, you're dragging around with you too.
Yeah. if you had that on your conscience too, that would be bad. So, all right, I'm going to keep going here. At home, Ryan attempts to get Margot to go to a party with him, but they only get as far as a convenience store before she is recognized as the girl in the train video. She immediately goes home in shame. Ryan tries to console her, and during the exchange gives her a lipstick knife. That'll come into play later.
Oh, God.
The film then pulls back the curtain and introduces Arthur. He's not some shadowy figure. We see him. He's calm, methodical, completely detached. Arthur works as an employee at a cellular phone store and tracks down popular influencer Samantha, played by Charlie XCX. After a brief game of cat and mouse, Arthur injects her with fentanyl and kidnaps her. And this is where the movie pretty much makes it clear. He's actually kidnapping people and recreating these deaths on camera. So,
for clicks. With mannequins and shit, he sets it all up, you know.
Right. And for the end of Act 1, Margot reaches out for second opinions, but is quickly dismissed by her boss and friend, Josh. Perhaps it's because of her past trauma, but again, we're left in the dark. She's told to move on and not dig deeper. Instead, she does the exact opposite and goes, "Don't fuck with cats" mode, which I thought was hysterical. And she stops being a moderator and becomes an investigator. So, not a compelling hook for you there, FaZe, to get you to give a shit at all about these characters?
I mean, I gave a shit a little bit about, our main character, They kept mentioning the Don't Fuck with Cats documentary, which I thought was silly, which, again, placed this movie way later than those Reddit fucking... Just shouldn't have used old Reddit like that. It's stupid. But besides that, just...
You're going to nitpick the fuck out of this, aren't you?
I am. I'm not going to be kind to this fucking thing. You monkey thing being real or not. I'm not even debating that anymore. But fucking... There are a lot of stupid points in this movie that I, could... Bitch, stupid cops are coming up. Her stupid boss and her stupid job is also weird. Like,
there was a picture of the cat though in the stairwell.
There was a cat.
There was a cat. Yeah, there was also a cat having a knife pointed at it. So I don't know. There was a cat though, so sure, I'll give it a point for that because it's only fair.
Oh Lord, what about you, Ziggy?
I don't know. The setup was good. That's what I mean. I was just going, okay, it's interesting at least, and again, to me, they didn't just use the Faces of Death logo and the title and stuff. They actually, they went into it a little bit. And, the guy was obviously, he thought it was forgotten media too, because he was using these things to generate new clicks because none of these motherfuckers had ever heard of this. They're all like, what Faces of Death? And only the hardcore people are like, oh, yeah, dude, that
yeah.
Yeah.
You had to scroll through, I think it was like 1,200 Reddit messages to find one person that said, this reminds me of Faces of Death.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that's true.
That would have been us, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd have been those. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. I was like, okay, this is, this part at least is kind of designed for a guy like me because that went through that Faces of Death shit the first time around.
Now, let me ask you this. When they said train video, the girls in the convenience store, were you the girl from the train video? Did your mind go somewhere else? Not what it really meant?
Honestly, the first place it went was that one where the woman walks in front of a streetcar like that coming and just gets vaporized.
Oh, okay. So you went to a...
Yeah, I went darker. Yeah.
Passenger train. Okay.
Yeah. And that's where she's just walking.
That's where I went too. I mean, yeah.
Things going, you know what I mean? Not paying attention. And it's just...
I thought that was the funniest line in the whole movie because I thought they were talking about another kind of train.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, crank, you perv.
Well, no. I think they did that intentionally, though, to throw it off, to, like, drag attention away from...
I could see that. There were a lot of sex jokes and sex visuals today. There were a lot of teenagers in my theater, so every time there was any sort of fucking on-screen, I'd get, because these fucking kids.
I thought it was hysterical, personally, but that's just me.
I mean, it's fine.
No.
Yeah, if they asked like that, that might have made me think that. But they were like, "Are you the girl from the train video?"
That's what they said.
Yes. Well, Tarek says, "Are you the girl that had a train?"
Oh, well, different. Yeah, that's different
That
phrasing.
would be very
A little more on the
Jesus
nose.
Christ.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different phrasing there, but
Are you the girl that had the train ridden on her? Yeah, I think
ran on you.
Yeah.
Just side question. If you worked in this kind of field and you found videos like this, would you have kept digging or would you have dropped it like the boss, Ziggy?
That's what you got to have those dummy accounts and shit for if you're gonna do that. I mean, when they specifically, it's in your operation. This is your duties, and if you do this, you're instantly canned. Don't do it. You got to let it go. Just you're here. Don't go any deeper. So yeah, if they tell you, you know what I mean. But something like this, I'd want to see more videos. I think, but I'd go.
You're the gore hound.
I'm not gonna shake cages. I'm not a cage shaking guy.
What about you, FaZe? Would you have dug deeper or just dropped it?
It's hard to wonder because I would have never worked that kind of job. But no, I mean, I would leave that shit. That is not for me to mess with. That's not. I do not have the capacity, the responsibility to deal with that kind of thing.
All right. I probably would have dug deeper, but that's just me.
Fair enough.
Bethany says, cranky perv. No! Look! These guys are one of them at least is fucking lying that they didn't think that when it was said in the movie. But
the other way.
It's
Colonel
I'm pretty sure that joke is absolutely the joke the way I got it, the way the writers intended, because it's that switcheroo kind of thing, you know? You think this, and then you see the actual video that they're talking about, and you're like, oh, shit, okay. So, I thought it was hysterical. That was probably one of my favorite parts of the movie was that whole, here's the stick and carrot kind of thing. So, all right, moving on to Act 2. Only an hour in. Yeah, we're not worried about this, right? That's why we talked for 40 minutes before we got started on the actual review. All right, so Margot is increasingly alarmed by the appearance of another graphic video involving a gruesome scalping, but she's shut down once more. Margot, who has managed to limit her online presence and usage, turns to Reddit to accurately decipher whether or not the murders are staged or real. The videos quickly skyrocket in popularity, and now Margot is fully locked in. She starts tracking the uploads, looking for patterns, timestamps, locations, anything that connects these videos. What started as curiosity turns into obsession, and you can feel her getting pulled deeper into it. At the same time, Arthur's killings become more deliberate and more theatrical. He's not just killing people, he's staging these moments. He's recreating specific types of deaths, almost like he's directing his own twisted version of the original film. Arthur kidnaps a local news anchor and his son, and Arthur later kills the news anchor in a shootout setup. Then the movie starts cutting back and forth between Margot investigating and Arthur actively hunting. That creates this constant tension where these two stories are going to collide. It's just a matter of time. Margot begins to realize this isn't random, and based on a comment in a Reddit thread she realizes the connection to the 1978 movie Faces of Death. Fortunately, her roommate is a horror fan who owns a copy on VHS. After skimming through the movie, she realizes the newly uploaded videos are meticulous recreations of some of the carnage from the 1978 film. Ryan explains the film's purported infamy as a real array of snuff deaths, yet reveals that it was all fake, which may coincide with the uploaded modern renditions. Disturbed and wanting clearer proof, she gives her boss, Josh, concert tickets to distract him away from his computer so she can download the available footage onto her hard drive, view the uploader's metadata, and upload them to Reddit. Under a throwaway account, Arthur replies with a malicious link to Margot's post and acquires her IP address, tracking her down.
Night, Gina.
Good night, Gina. The next
Yeah,
day,
Gina.
Margot is fired from Kino due to breaking company policy, not stealing data from the company, but using stimulants at work.
Yeah.
Despite constant resistance, she continues her pursuit in hopes of restoring her own public status. Later, Arthur breaks into their apartment, kills Ryan, and drugs and kidnaps Margot. And that's the end of Act 2. So, let's go, Ziggy. What do you think of Act 2? Did this investigation that she was doing, was that engaging, or did it get just too repetitive and ridiculous there?
It was cool, but I mean, it's fine. And when they started, like, she almost becomes a suspect in the death, some of the things, because of the way it's set up. And
Well, that's later.
yeah, but I mean, she's obsessed with it, right? She's totally obsessed with it, and doing exactly what they told her not to do. And right, and then he sees something she's been following, and she's putting up data online, and he sees it, so he follows up on it, finds her, and now he's after her and stuff. So yeah, he's got the tech to do it, so why not? It's original, this kind of take on it, on a slasher. And that's what I'm going with. So yes, It was okay.
I thought the fact that he could find, pretty much anybody's phone number was realistic, since he worked in a cell phone store. He's got access to that kind of information, so that's easy enough. And you find somebody's phone number, you find other information, so that was fine. FaZe, what about you? Did Act 2 satisfy you at all, or is that where it started losing you?
I mean, there were little bits and pieces that I was nitpicking here and there, but I don't think it truly. I mean, I don't know. I don't know where this truly started losing me, but I mean, I was fine with the overall plot. Just some things were kind of. I didn't care for the killer's mask so much. I thought that was a little uninspired.
It's a pantyhose with your plain white mask.
Right, like it's
And red eyes.
Yeah, he used those colored contacts, which I didn't mind that so much. I mean, Ziggy's kind of ripping on it. I mean, it's pretty. I don't know, like I don't want to say lame, but it's boring.
Didn't help anything.
Yeah, it certainly didn't.
You're wearing that kind of mask. You don't need red fucking eyes under them.
But I was still confused because she's making these Reddit posts on 2005 Reddit in a world that's clearly 2020 something, but like I don't fucking care anymore. Like
2024, according to
really
say in the movie, but
well, then why the fuck were they using 2005 Reddit? Like that's stupid as shit. But whatever. I'm bitching. Yeah, I'm still pissed about the monkey thing, but it's just I don't know.
Oh, by the way, the Reddit they use in this is fake too.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that browser, that style of browser, that look. That's not a modern website.
All right.
See?
I got you.
They missed them all.
I don't know what Reddit looked like in 2005, but it sure as hell doesn't look like that in 2020. Whatever. No website looks like that in 2024.
I beg to differ on that.
Not ones where billions of people are using it. Talking about, in forums and shit. I don't know.
Okay, this has become more of a review about Reddit threads than almost anything else. So.
Well, not really. I mean, more of a review of what fucking era this movie is supposed to take place in. I mean,
software presentation needs to be updated, man. What the fuck?
There you go.
Or whoever made that fake website needs to learn what a 2024 fucking forum looks like. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
We need, at the end of this episode, we need a count of like every time FaZe mentions this, and like just ding, 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 ding,
every
ding,
time
ding,
I
ding.
mention this bullshit, cause now that the monkey thing is out the window, I gotta bitch about something else now. I gotta find a different bitch. So Reddit it is.
Gotta find a different bitch.
The fake website it is.
All right. I didn't mind Act 2 at all. I thought it, still kind of kept the story moving. And it, honestly, Act 2 had my favorite scene in the whole movie. And I'm telling you, man, but it stood out like a sore thumb because most of the rest of the cinematography and everything else was just pretty basic, nothing to write home about. But that scene where she goes to bed, and then the camera goes outside, he's sitting in the car, watches the window, the lights go out, it follows him into the stairwell and then around and up. He goes through the door and then it goes through the wall into their apartment. You see Ryan walk out, going into the living room, and the guy's already like in the apartment, just hiding in front of a wall, basically. And Ryan walks past him, gets something to drink out of the fridge, turns around and gets attacked. That scene was incredibly well done. I don't know if it stuck with either of you guys, but to that. I mean, that scene.
It's like, they went after the opening Halloween shot style, just one shot and let's just go.
I didn't necessarily see any real inspiration from that, but yeah, I guess.
It was a extra long shot that started at two different places, and kind of went out and then came back in, so it was good. That's it. They didn't. It's not like technically they didn't do anything. It's quality. It's quality made film,
except for the Reddit thread.
Except for the Reddit thing, of course. Faze, what does our resident religious man have to say about Reddit?
What? The fuck does that even mean?
Well, I mean, did you send? Okay, if we're gonna throw it to our resident heathen, did you sense any kind of like satanic touches in this movie that needed to be reworked?
Nope.
Not that I noticed. Like, what the fuck?
Nothing.
I don't think it touched on that at all from my memory.
There's nothing for pagans, and
not every movie needs to either.
Well, I like throwing it back to that. That's called a callback, motherfucker. Come on now.
Neither did fucking I don't know, Alien or fucking The Thing, my favorite movie, and I still love those. So I don't know.
Oh Lord. All right. Act 3. Here we go. Come on now. Margot awakes in a caged basement and is able to free herself with the lipstick knife in her coat pocket. She saves Samantha, who urges her to leave the property immediately, yet Margot stays behind to steal Arthur's hard drive for the raw footage and evidence. Samantha manages to break free, but is shot by Arthur with a scoped rifle. Margot flees into the woods and manages to return with a police escort in hopes of saving Samantha. But Arthur manipulates them into believing she trespassed on his property and she is detained.
The world's dumbest cops, by the way. It's just the world's dumbest, lamest, laziest, stupidest cops in cinema. But go on.
You haven't seen the cops in Halloween 5 lately, I guess.
You're not wrong about that, but still, it's just ridiculously stupid. Like,
they even came with Keystone Cop style music every time they showed up on, like, oh, we're the cops. So, yeah. At a hospital, Margot receives Narcan and other treatment and is sent a text demanding she return with the hard drive, or Samantha and the other boy, who I don't think was ever named, I can't remember now, will be murdered. At his place, Arthur holds Margot at gunpoint, explains the world's desensitization to violence alongside the attentive desire for remade content in a newer age is what spurred his murder spree. Arthur lays out his reasoning. He doesn't see himself as a monster. He sees himself as someone giving people exactly what they want. The audience watches, the platform hosts it, the system allows it. Done and done. In the garage, Arthur reveals the severed heads of the two victims strewn atop mannequins and orders Margot to inject herself with fentanyl. Minutes later, Margot repeatedly stabs Arthur with her lipstick knife, and a lengthy bloody scuffle ensues between the two. Margot manages to survive, having recorded the entire confrontation on a hidden body camera. Arthur watches the last lines of Faces of Death as he bleeds out. On his computer, Margot uploads the footage to Kino and laughs in celebratory victory as it passes through the site's moderation. She's no longer watching, she is the content now. But even with Arthur gone, the movie leaves you with one lingering idea. The demand is still there. and the system still exists. And if that's true, someone will always step in. The end of Act 3. I can already hear FaZe sighing, so go ahead.
Act 4.
I did sigh, but like, there's one thing where like what he uploads or when she uploads that final video, right? And it's immediately uploaded. Like they never make it clear in the beginning whether or not these moderators, these people clicking yes or no on these videos, saying, can they be on her side or not? They don't make it clear whether or not these videos go up and then are moderated, or if they have to be moderated first and then are brought up. But
I think it mentions it. I think they go up and then are flagged.
Well,
the ones that
makes sense.
The ones that they're moderating are the ones that are flagged.
Okay, that I must have missed that because I was a little confused at the end when it was instantly like getting comments. And by the way, those motherfuckers commenting were like 2 seconds later, like commenting as if they've seen the whole fucking thing. It's like a 20-minute fucking video, and like, and I understand, you got to get on with it. We can't just.
This
you got
is where Superhost did that way better with the comments
Right.
coming in.
I'm being a little bitch at this point, but like, it's that bugged me. There's a lot of stupid little logical things that bugged me in this movie, just because it wouldn't have taken much effort to make it make just a little bit more sense.
Yeah,
but maybe I'm just bitching.
No, I mean, like I said, there
You're
was
not wrong.
It missed a bunch of things. There's a lot. It's just it's just a spectacle to go and look at, not really ponder. I mean, this isn't like Silence of the Lambs where you got to like. Wow.
But that's why I said there's two different scores I could get this thing based on how seriously I feel like taking it.
And that aspect, I think that it's not that bad a film. It's okay for a slasher. There's so many worse than this.
Oh God, yeah.
The story wise, it's. I guess as someone who went through the phases, that's all I can go back to is I went through it, and I appreciate that part of it. But the fucking reveal is an eye roller, man, and it's better than Scream 7. But I mean, it's
not really much of a reveal. It's more of a Bond villain explaining his
exactly his motives and shit, and that's an eye roll.
That's true, because it's not like he was a character that was introduced before. This ain't no Scooby-Doo scenario. This is just a Bond villain, like you said. Like,
you didn't mention either. He has like kind of a blood phobia or something because
he's got major OCD.
Yeah, when he kills somebody, the blood kind of, he's like, oh, it touches him, so he has to immediately go and scrub himself, like deep scrubbing.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't see that as like a phobia or even OCD. I just saw him as like cleaning the evidence off him. But you have a point there. He was a little skittery around
because
that.
he was all sketched out in the final fight once he got stabbed and the blood was all over the plastic and everything.
Well, and
it was funny when they were rolling around in the fucking blood.
For sure.
There were other moments too where he like freaked out and like went in and got the toothbrush under his nails and all that. That wasn't necessarily just because of getting rid of evidence. That was a germaphobe OCD.
It was a layer that they didn't really. They left that to you if you noticed it. I noticed it. I know Craig noticed it.
I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was pretty out there, but
yeah, just kind of.
These back-to-back comments are hysterical because you have no idea how petty someone could be. Watch a movie with me. Paula immediately afterwards. FaZe, you aren't even close to matching the Grizzly in little bitch mode in the movie theater. Like right next to each other. Like this is why you're the ultimate married couple right there.
Well,
if
we ever do go to a movie, I'm sitting on the other end of the aisle. Let the group be the buffer zone, maybe. All right, Ziggy, did the final act feel intense, predictable, or did it justify the journey?
Predictable, yes, but I mean it's. You knew that lipstick knife was coming into play.
So,
of course.
You knew the Narcan was coming into play.
You knew the Narcan was coming in.
That actually, I thought that you're right. I knew that was going to come into play, but I thought it was kind of cool.
It was a clever way to do it.
Yeah.
That's why I give them a pass.
That's the one thumbs up I'll give them is the Narcan. That was kind of cool.
Dude, I think there were a lot of other little clever things about this movie. I think you just Man, I need to edit out all the Reddit
Maybe I
shit.
need to rewatch it now that I
just give you a version without that, and you might actually enjoy this movie a little bit more.
Well,
I'll just
yeah.
clip out all the scenes with Reddit mentioned.
Well, not just Reddit, but the monkey thing too really took me out of it. I mean, you can't take out the Reddit shit. That's a whole part of the movie. It's not the Reddit thing. It's the design of the website. It's not.
I'll just throw in a few minutes later.
It doesn't match the fucking era.
Covers
That's
it right
all
up.
I'm saying. It's like anybody who knows anything about websites could tell you that fucking forum site does not match any fucking thing that is massively being used. Like, not like that wasn't no backwoods forum where pedophiles hang out. That was a forum where everybody hangs out.
Oh, yeah,
It
FaZe?
looked way more forum.
What if they went with the retro format? They went with the retro fucking fit, dude. They wanted the old look, and they offered it, and it's there. The retro look. Reddit. What if that's there, man?
Well, then they could have spent 30 seconds establishing that for my nerdy ass.
Yeah, they could have said that, like, "Oh, I love you. I love your retro Reddit." Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I love your
section.
retro, your UI, your whatever the fuck you want to call it. Fucking
See that? We fixed it, and FaZe ain't bitching no more.
No. Look,
I'm
FaZe.
still skeptical about the fucking monkey. Okay.
FaZe, after the show, go to Reddit, turn off dark mode, and enjoy.
What are you talking about? That's not what I'm even talking. Like, whatever. I just whatever. Let's just move on. Let's just move on.
Ziggy, so you started to say predictable. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Reddit format has always been. Oh no! Oh, the movie. Oh yeah. Okay. Right. I mean, with the lipstick knife. Sorry. The lipstick knife, you knew was going to come into play. At that point, they weren't really going back to the faces of death anymore. She knew what it was, and she discovered it. And now,
Well, he had her dressed in that blue floral shirt with the khaki pants that ties into something, but we don't get to see that.
Right. And you didn't even really mention like her tragedy video that got caught on video where they're doing a stupid dance in front of a rushing train coming, and then they go, "Okay, go," and then they go to run. Her friend goes, "Oh, oops," and slips.
Her sister.
Her sister gets her head taken off by a fucking train.
Right.
And so just because of her directing one of these stupid content videos.
Right. Thanks for pulling that out.
Yeah, I mean that's very significant too.
Oh yeah.
That would be incredibly traumatizing. Like, I see, and that's another thing. Why the fuck would somebody who experienced that go and work for a fucking? Why would she do that job that she was doing?
To prove to herself that she was okay.
She clearly wasn't.
She wasn't. She absolutely wasn't.
The
But
logic
most
in
people
my
that say they're
brain, but
okay aren't.
The will is a fucked up.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough, but it's just, I don't know. If you have a phobia of pizzas, maybe don't fucking work in a pizza shop. Just, there are a billion jobs out there, especially in fantasy land, where an app like this could fucking exist. I mean, I don't know.
I think she felt like if she could do this and it would desensitize her to and help her cope with this whole thing she
Maybe.
caught.
She definitely ended up biting way more than she could chew with that, but I that's not a bad point. I'll accept
giving back for causing this horrible thing.
You could just join a charity or something, but okay.
Crank, anything to add to that?
Yeah. All right.
I'm
Last
such
question.
a dick. I'm sorry.
Last question I'll ask about Act 3, phase. Is the real villain Arthur, or is it the audience?
I mean, that's a weird, complicated question. I mean, can you really blame the audience for being an audience? I mean, that's just what the world we're in is now. I mean, he's the one who did the murdering and the kidnapping and the caging. So, yeah, he's definitely the villain. I mean,
but he basically said he wouldn't have done it unless the audience wasn't there.
Well,
or
it's
he
not
wouldn't have
his fault
stopped.
that the audience was there. I mean, the audience. It's the audience's fault that we live in a world where people love this shit. I mean, it's just that's a weird, complicated. Like, I don't know how to answer that.
That's okay. Then don't.
I
Just leave it at
won't.
that. All right.
I'll leave it at that.
Ziggy.
He was right. I was going with Faze there. It's a killer's court. All of this stuff out there, yes, but it's his fucking sick perversion that gets him off, is the clicks and everything. So he can say he's doing it because they want to see it, but he's doing it to get a hard on, man. So I don't want to hear it. It's the killer's court. The killer. It's all about the killer. You got to give the killer his due in a slasher like this. So the killer.
All right.
Is the
See,
big,
that's the question I think this movie is trying to ask.
Yeah.
Is like, and maybe not necessarily about murders and mass murders or serial killings, but just, you know, are we to blame as an audience on social media for the dregs or you know, deluge of shitty content that's out there? You know?
In the era of AI slop, maybe a little bit because we
I'm
are the
not
ones feeding it with views.
I'm not even necessarily talking about AI slop. I'm talking about,
But
you
it's
know,
the same.
these
you know,
these TikTokers that get famous for doing this for 30 seconds, you know?
I mean, that's fine. I mean, that's not harmful. I mean, it's more like the TikTokers that get famous for
That's
like,
not harmful?
that douchebag in 2016 that filmed the corpse in the forest in Japan. You know, he got famous for that. You know, it's that same kind of deal.
Logan Paul or whatever.
Yeah,
There's a good example, yeah.
It's you know, people,
I didn't know that
especially on the internet, they are magnetically attracted to negativity and, you know, just shit like that. You know, they don't want to see, you know, with the exception of cat videos, they don't want to see wholesome shit on the internet. They want to see people get killed, hurt, mangled.
That's what social media started as, is cat videos and pictures of your food, and now...
Well, true, and now it's a mix. I mean...
Talk to a girl, right? Fucking
Oh, God, I forgot about her. That was so dumb.
I think her 15 minutes are up because I haven't seen her around in a bit.
Oh, I still see her on, like, doing
I
interviews.
can't believe
and
she had
everything.
50 minutes to begin with. To
You
be
got a
honest, 'cause, like,
podcast, and I bet you, if you saw how many subscribers she had, you would vomit, Phase.
oh, I know. We've been working on Death Curse Society since 2017. I get it. It's disgusting how somebody like her just gets famous out of the blue, but you know, it's whatever.
1.2, just like that.
Phase, do you need a hug? Maybe.
Yep.
I mean, it depends. I mean, I'm riled up about the monkey.
Fucking monkey, man.
I'm bitching too much about this Reddit thing that
Fucking
apparently
Reddit, man.
I don't know.
Fucking Reddit. God damn you.
This is not Reddit I'm pissed at.
Let me tell you something about your little format, okay? And whoever...
Apparently it wasn't even Reddit. It was some fake website.
They probably made up their own shit. Yeah, we didn't even see what it was.
It just looked like Reddit. And though, according to Craig, if I just turn off dark mode, blah, it'll magically look like that.
It'll
Yeah,
look
Craig.
a lot closer. It'll look
It
a lot
was the
closer
way
to it.
the usernames looked, man. There was a lot more to it than just being on a bright screen.
It looked like
So
Reddit
much
to
more
me.
to it.
It had the nesting comments and everything else. It looked like
well,
Reddit
when
to
was
me.
the last time you've been on Reddit?
Today.
Yeah.
That's a good point. You're probably doing shit for it, so fair enough. But why the hell are you using Reddit in light mode?
I don't. But I know what it looks like in light mode.
Oh my god. This is the stupidest show we've ever done. All right. Yeah.
Can
I
I
don't
move
know.
on now?
Yes, please.
All right. Writing and direction. Jesus fucking Christ. Where am I? All right.
I think I bitched enough that I don't even need to say anything.
Directed by Daniel Goldhaber and written by Isa Mazai and Goldhaber. What'd you think of the writing and direction phase?
You keep starting with me.
I am now.
The directing was okay. I thought some of the camera work was kind of clever in some parts, so I don't know. I think the directing was okay. The writing, though, sloppy. I mean, not just the bullshit, look at Reddit, you know, I could let that go, or using the monkey scene.
Can you let it go?
Yes,
I mean,
but,
no, I'm really asking, can you, for the love of God, let it go?
well, I mean, I'll get over it for now. It's just I think it's silly to fucking make it look like that though. I mean, it threw me off, man. It was silly. Because it made me wonder what era this movie was taking place in. Is it 2024 or 2004? Like it's not good when a movie confuses you like that.
You hear that?
Fuck you, Tarek. Faces of Death 2, switch to dark
Yeah, gee,
mode.
thanks, Tarek. I love you, but thanks. But fucking, but beyond that, like there were the stupid ass fucking cops, just so conveniently dumb and under that dude's dumb the whole time. Like
That happens all the time, man.
I know, and it sucks, but it's the loud ass fucking music. Like, come on, you telling me these schmucks, this is their first day on the job as cops, like ever? Like, give me a break. Like, good lord, there were so many red flags, and all they had to do, was, I don't know, whatever.
All they had to do was update Reddit. God damn it!
Oh, fuck you. But don't let it go, FaZe. Wear it like a poncho. Yeah, wear it like my hoodie. I don't know, but fucking. Dude, then there were constant moments where I'm like, that's not logically sound. That's ridiculous. I loved it when they rolled around the blood because that was silly. But and the fucking our protagonist, I forgot her name, but her
Margot.
worrying so much about getting proof and getting this hard drive and shit. Motherfucker, the second you wake up tied up in a fucking cage, you ain't worrying about no fucking investigation. You're worrying about getting the fucking hell out of there, like the other girl. Like, what the hell are you so worked up about some getting proof? Like when you're literally a prisoner. Like this is ridiculous. Like that's just not realistic at that point in my mind. Like if I were fucking caged up, I wouldn't fucking worry about getting proof. Fuck that. My fucking I don't know, like that one woman said, I'm proof. You know, I'm literally bangled up. So I don't know, man. It's just a whole lot of nonsense. But if I let all that go, then fine. If this is just nonsense world and nonsense fucking universe, then sure, why not? It's fine. But if I'm supposed to take this seriously, then fuck you. This sucked. I'm sorry.
Are you done for a minute now?
I'm done for a minute
Okay.
now. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm just.
I would like to just jump in real quick and say to all of you watchers and viewers out there that have ever said to me, Ziggy, or Colonel, or anybody else about, man, why doesn't FaZe ever say anything? There you go.
Well,
That's because
He's so quiet.
My
He's so
question
quiet.
is this tequila or Don Q151?
What tequila?
Hey, what do you want tonight?
What are we drinking tonight?
Just my standard cheap ass whiskey. I can't afford nothing better. That's some good weed, you know. Can't go wrong with that.
The bottom shelf.
Below the bottom shelf, trust me. Like you gotta fucking
Stay out of the
bend
lazy.
down.
Okay.
Doc says FaZe has worked up more than Zigzag on the Fog remake.
And you know, it's not like I hate this movie that much. I'm still pissed off about the monkey thing, so I'm riled up from that, and I'm putting that energy towards everything else. That's what's happening right now.
All right. As for the direction and writing, this was an unusual approach where the movie lives in the same world as 78 Spaces of Death, but doesn't necessarily count as a sequel or a remake or anything. But it relies on that as a plot point. So it's a slightly strange and unusual form of our own world. Like I mentioned earlier, is this just a pocket of America that none of us know about, or is it a mildly dystopian version of our reality? I never really figured that out, which way they were going on this. So
It's got to be the dystopian version, because it couldn't be a pocket with an app like that, because apps are so worldwide. Like,
well, I mean, that was just a. I mean, they couldn't say, "Hey, we're watching this on TikTok." They can't say that. They had to
well,
make
no,
something up.
but you know, it's
That's all
still
that
like
was.
there were still a lot of people on that. I mean, I don't know. Just
This could be.
I feel like the dystopian thing is a bit more on the money.
This was a regular town in a regular place. I didn't get any of that dystopian or fantasy or alternate, nothing. It's just another fucking sleepy town somewhere, man.
That's kind of what I thought too.
Yeah.
But
Sorry,
Ziggy, Is the director saying something in this movie, or is he just telling a provocative story?
No, he's clearly fed up with the fucking internet shit with these yeah, there's no question about that. I mean,
That
you're
is true.
blind. You're blind if you don't see that. But I still think he had probably a clever pitch. I wonder how many rewrites this thing went through before it got to where it is.
That's what I wonder too. I would love to get
That's a good
my hands
point.
on an original script of this.
I'll bet this was a little more slick before at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe a little less nonsensical, and
Before studio interference.
Yeah.
the cops were probably smarter.
It gets clunky because of that stuff. I mean, I don't know, man. It kind of loses its identity at that point because he not really sure how he wants to proceed or finish it. And then it just kind of falls into standard protocol, in my opinion. So
Right.
That's true. It ends pretty, it's not like a crazy, twisty horror ending. It's just protagonist versus antagonist. Roll around in blood for a minute and the end,
Mm.
I mean, you had the twist of him actually killing the victims, but if her stupid ass would have used her brain a little bit, she would have realized, there was no way she was ever getting those two out of there. But whatever. Oh, and a bolt action rifle, really, dude? Out of all those fucking guns, you choose a bolt action? Whatever. I'm done bitching, Craig. You can keep going.
I'm just waiting for my refrigerator to stop squawking. But
Oh.
anything else on writing and direction there, Ziggy?
The writing, again, it could have, a little bit sharper. I think this got rewritten a couple of times.
Too many.
But I mean, as a director, I thought it was executed above average.
Yeah. I would go with that.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to casting and acting. We had Barbie Ferreira as Margot, Dacre Montgomery as Arthur, Aaron Holiday as Ryan, and Charlie XCX as Samantha. Those were the four main ones, I guess. I'm going to start with this. I love the choice they made not to cast like a typical Hollywood starlet in the lead role. I think if this would have had like Sydney Sweeney as Margot, it would have irritated me even more than maybe Faze. Margot is not a supermodel living her best life. She's just your average, overweight, depressed, unmotivated woman in her late 20s. Nothing special about her at all, except for the fame of the train video. And I thought that played well in the movie. I thought it worked for this. Would you agree, Ziggy?
Yeah, because it kept you guessing, like, well, what's the train video? We need to see it, give you a little glimpse of it, but not quite all of it,
Sure.
And then finally they give it to you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But-
that kept you engaged that way.
But did that the fact that, and this is no slight on Barbie at all, but the fact that it wasn't like a Sydney Sweeney clone or some gorgeous supermodel kind of actress in the lead role, did that help make this movie a little bit more believable for you?
Yeah, because she's good at it. She was good in the role like that. So yeah, if she was some hot bimbo in there, it was, you know what I'm saying? If the typical '80s
I wasn't going to go there. But,
prototype, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The one we
Say bimbo these days, then?
Yeah, that's that. I don't know if this would have been anywhere near as interesting.
Zigzag can say that because he's a mimbo.
Yeah. But I'm my mimbo.
All right. And I think actually it's funny. It's weird. I made the Sydney Sweeney, not comparison, but relation because I think this Barbie Ferreira is from Euphoria as well. I think she was in that, and I want to say the guy that played Ryan was also in that, but I'm not positive. How about Dacre or Faze? How about you on Margot?
I thought she was good. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. I'm glad they didn't get some,
Bimbo.
A-list celebrity, just, fucking.
How about Samara Weaving though? She might have been good in this role.
Probably.
But then
But
again,
she's still beautiful.
and we're distracted, right? We're not looking at her plight. We're looking at her ass, and that's the way it
I
is.
mean, that's a you problem.
Right.
Not everybody's looking at butts and tits.
I know. Sorry, Crank.
Go fuck yourself. What the? Well, Tarek's got my casting for the next one just pinned down because this would be right up my alley.
Oh, geez, there you
Faces
go.
of Death 2 cast Anne Hathaway in the leading role. I would be first in line. I love Anne Hathaway. Let's get into Dacre then. Dacre plays a psycho well. What?
Faces of Prada.
Faces of Prada.
Man.
Dacre from Stranger Things. Did you catch that? Did you see him in? That's Billy from Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah? I did not catch that.
No, I didn't either.
I've never seen Stranger Things yet, so
Really?
yeah, not yet.
I'm kind of surprised. I feel like
That kind of slipped by me because I was like, I know I've seen this guy somewhere and I can't place him, and then I looked him up after the movie. I was like, motherfucker, that was good. Dacre plays the psycho well and is almost unrecognizable from his role as Billy in Stranger Things, and that's a feat in itself. Although he tended to lean a little too much into the weak geek side of Arthur, I liked his portrayal, and the shift was fairly seamless and dynamic. Faze, what did you think of Dacre as Arthur?
I thought he was all right. You know, I mean, my issues with the villain was less with, the way he was acted, and more just the laid mask and just a very uninspired feel from it, despite him literally being an inspired villain. But I don't know. He did a good job doing the role, though. I think he was fine. Just he did a good job with a pretty mediocre role.
All right. What about you, Ziggy?
Yeah, I liked his stalkery movements and stuff like that around setting up his grabs and everything were pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mask is fucking stupid. It's a pantyhose with a fucking white face, and then red eyes, of course. But
They spent all their budget on rewrites.
yeah, I mean, almost any mask would be better here, But it is effective in a couple of scenes with him just kind of appearing at Michael Myers style out of the shadows, whatever. But yeah, he's okay. I don't like the motivation explanation, but that's okay.
That's not part of this. This is just acting and performances.
Okay, yeah, but he had to do that. He had to deliver. So it does affect his acting performance. It just. Yeah, I think that's where Faze is right. They didn't get not much to work with that part of it. Yeah, the writing could have been a little stronger right there. But yeah, he's fine. I mean, I think he's dead, so we not getting another one.
Well, is he?
Unless he comes back and he's
Is he?
supernatural.
No,
I don't know if he's going to come back.
Is he actually dead? And this movie's not going to make any fucking money. Like I said,
bled out, didn't he? Bled out, I thought.
Did he?
Yeah, really.
Could he have just passed out?
Kind of did the Texas Chainsaw 2 ending, so you're right.
Could he have just passed out? As soon as, the screen cuts to black, cops in the ambulance could have gotten there and saved his life.
Okay.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
While they're doing this, she's screaming like fucking, a chicken Texas Chainsaw 2 at the end, with the chainsaws.
Exactly. All right. What about Charlie XCX as Samantha and Ryan as Aaron Holiday as Ryan? Ziggy.
Yeah, he's the guy that knows about the old stuff, the roommate, and he's the one, and then the other influencer, she's perfect influencer. I mean,
yeah, I thought so too. She played that great.
Yeah. So exactly what you expect to see and hear from these dummies.
Yeah. I barely know who Charlie XCX is, but she pulled off that vain, narcissistic influencer role perfectly. I thought Aaron was good too as Ryan. So, Faze, what about you?
I have to agree. I mean, there wasn't really anybody that did poorly in this. I don't think. I mean, I did like The Roommate a lot. His movie collection is now, of course, once you mentioned Face of Death, he's like, oh yeah, Face of Death, blah blah blah. So he's a little encyclopedia of his own. So it's cool because it's basically what you guys are.
I tried to scan his collection. No, I didn't see much in there. There wasn't a lot of horror movies in there.
Well, I mean,
Well,
they're fucking.
Wasn't he watching like a Fulci he was watching an Italian movie at that first scene, right? A Giallo.
That's true. It looked like one. I couldn't tell what it was.
I think it was Argento. It wasn't Fulci. I think it was Argento.
I don't remember.
I can't remember what it was right this second, but
The comments on it, yeah, So,
yeah.
But yeah, they were good. They were good.
All right.
They did what they had to do.
All right. I want to do something a little bit different before we move to our next topic, and this may actually become a topic in the future. But I want to ask you guys.
That's why you were fucking with it.
Well, I was just looking to see what we had and where it could fit.
Fucking Frank.
Fucking god damn it! I'll stop fucking with everything if you guys want. I mean,
I'm
don't worry
not.
about
I'm
me.
just. I'm not bitching. I'm just saying. Now I
right.
know why.
What worked and what didn't for you? Like, I'll start. One thing that did not work for me was, as much as I wanted to be emotionally invested with Margot's character, I lost base of that at some point. And I don't remember exactly where, but I cared in the beginning, and I really didn't care at the end, and I don't know why. So that did not work for me. Ziggy, what about you? What worked or what didn't? And give me an example.
The tie-ins to Faces of Death worked,
Yeah.
but the motivation of the killer and his explanation of why he did not, and that's it. That's straight up because he's a fucking perv that likes clicks and people comments. He reading comments gives him a fucking big stiffy, so that's his thing.
Yeah, that kind of piggybacking on that, I thought the meta tone of this movie actually worked too. The way they, like you said, they incorporated the movie into it.
Yeah, and it was. I thought that was going to be the dumbest part of this whole thing, and that's what we were kind of like. I remember I was judging them last week.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I'll retract the judgment because I think they did that part okay.
All right. FaZe, what worked or what didn't?
I mean, I think it didn't work with me, but
Well, besides Reddit,
The fucking
the fucking monkey, the website. God damn, I will kill you both. the fucking.
I was going to the monkey.
It's pretty much like you. I mean,
I'm about to Reddit already.
I'll drop the mic right now, motherfuckers.
I like the fucking, some of the cinematography, some of it was all right. This wasn't a complete piece of crap. Just, if you nitpick it like I do, it's, gonna bug you. It's, I don't know. I don't have like a list of it for you.
I don't necessarily expect a list. I was just wondering if you had something off the top of your head, and that works.
Yeah.
Not really, just, it's.
Yeah, I don't
thing to
care.
do.
You can add that to the topics.
To the chapters.
Yeah, what worked, what didn't work.
That's not a bad one, yeah.
That's good.
All right. Another thing that I thought worked for me was like modernizing the concept, making the snuff films available online, because a lot of us remember a filthy fucking website in the early internet era that I can't think of the name right now, but I'm sure Tarek will pull it out here in a little bit, where all this kind of shit was back in the day.
Oh, not rotten.com. Yeah, that's one.
Well, that was one of them, but there was another one that was even worse.
You're right.
So I like the way they modernized this and kind of made it, new for this era. And even on the videos that they showed on some people's phone, they had the same mechanic. And Doc, there was another one, and I can't remember what it was. It was like something's world, somebody's
E-Bomb's World.
Was it E-Bomb's World?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, E-Bomb's World.
That's it, dude. Totally. Yeah. But they would get flagged on stuff. There was one that showed That's where I saw the beheading stuff. That's where I saw,
The one from the war,
oh god, dude,
the overseas guy.
the fucking sucked, man.
Yeah, that was rough.
I wish I'd never seen that one. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one
That's still imprinted in the back of my head, dude.
They had the Bud Doyer video. They had all,
Yeah,
all that stuff.
yeah.
Like all of it.
But that modernization worked for me. Another thing that didn't work was, as much as the characters were some of the characters at least were supposed to be shallow and somewhat directionless, the movie kind of adapted that style as well. Especially about midway through halfway through the movie is where I started kind of like feeling it was dragging a little bit, and it didn't go. Where did this movie lose you guys, or did it lose you at all? Faze?
When the killer started revealing his motivations. Seriously, I mean,
and when Reddit was on the screen.
Oh, for Jesus Christ! Oh, you distracted me with that. I mean, I really don't know.
All right.
he
All right.
was lost. It's probably the monkey recreation, 'cause they did show it, and
That did piss me
They
off.
showed part
yeah.
of it, yeah.
they showed almost the entire monkey scene as it was in the original '78 movie, in the new one.
Which, if it's real, that's a bunch of chicken shit bullshit. But apparently it isn't.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right.
I mean, that monkey never gets hit, I mean, because if they wanted to show it, if that was truly happening.
All right. Faze, we know what your least is. What's your favorite moment of this film?
I like the rolling around the blood. That was funny. I kind of had one in my mind when I was watching it, but it's totally like forgotten now. So I'm just gonna go with that, rolling around the blood.
I already mentioned mine, but I'll say it again here in a little bit. Ziggy?
Actually, I kind of dug when Ryan was dismembered and stuffed into a laundry basket and poured acid on him and stuff, while he was doing a selfie video. That was pretty cool.
That was neat.
No,
Made me think of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, and they could have actually went a little falsy with it.
They could have gone a little further with that, yeah.
In the beyond, the acid and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's all right. It's not about that. But that was, I went, okay, that's pretty gnarly. It looked good.
I'll say it again. I love that scene where Arthur tracks Margot to the apartment, and the whole sequence I thought was just shot very well and had some pretty original moments the way they filmed that whole thing. The only bad thing about it is I feel like that's going to be a wasted scene, and it's going to be forgotten because of the overall response to this movie. So a lot of people may not see it, or if they do see it, they're going to be so irritated by the rest of the movie and forget it. So, all right. A couple other questions before we get into. Was this enough horror for you, or not enough?
I don't know. It had blood. I mean, it didn't really. Probably, I don't know. We really need to get to these scores. I mean, no.
All right. We'll just move on. Moving on. And I'll say this. Give us your ranking if any of you guys saw it. It sounds like you didn't.
It really doesn't. Yeah, like.
I'm not positive. So let us know on a scale of 0 to 10. Throw them in the comments. And, tell us what you thought of Faces of Death. Final thoughts and rankings. Ziggy, go.
Wow. Yep. I was looking up the box office for Faces of Death. Ooh.
6 million.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
Faze?
I would wish 500,000 on this thing.
500,000. Okay. It was on 1,600 screens. 1.7 million.
I was closer.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not very good, man.
No.
Not very good for, box office. Wouldn't be indicative of my theater because it was fucking packed, man. There was like 5 empty seats in the whole thing. But
Dude, like you said about your other theater, mine had one showing a day, 10:30 at night.
Jesus, man.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, 145, that's way better. I'm awake now, and I could be able to comprehend it. I thought I was going to hate this all the way, 100%. And, it's not the worst slasher you'll see. I appreciate the attempt to modernize the 80s formula. It hits, it misses, it does both. But, it is an interesting watch. You'll probably find the explanation of why he's doing it dumb like I did. It boils down to he's a fucking pervert that likes clicks and comments on his videos, which is, they're out there. I get it. They're out there.
They're in this space. Maybe not this space, but they're in this space.
They're in the space. So, yeah.
Fuck you, Dead Pit. Excuse me.
So, all right, but having said all that, I was a little more entertained than I thought I'd be with it. So, I'm going to go 6.
All right. We got a 6 from Ziggy. Can we beat it? Phase.
No. I can already tell you I'm definitely not beating that 6.
Let me check that.
Jesus Christ. The motherfucking nitpicks aside, I was going to give this thing a middle finger out of 10 for the monkey shit, but since I don't know, I was lied to about that being real. I don't know. I'm fucking whatever about that. Yeah. I'll give this thing a 4. It was mediocre. It's whatever. I really don't want to talk about it anymore.
All right. I didn't know what to really expect going into this movie. Like I mentioned, I was intrigued by the concept, and even though they had moments where they carried this concept forward and it works, like Ziggy says, there were a lot of times a lot of moments in the movie that missed completely. But I still like the concept, and I like that portion of the world they were talking about, and they centered most of this movie in. Whether it's a fantasy dystopian style world like FaZe thinks, or whether we just think it's a pocket of society that we don't deal with or that we don't know anything about. I don't know. But I liked the way they set it up. Some of the direction was good. The performances were solid. I'm shocked, but yeah, the ending was a little weak. I agree with Ziggy. The motivation was, although, like he mentioned earlier also, if they had leaned a little bit more into the, dark humor, satire, even just a touch more, rather than try to be full-on serious slasher with social commentary, then it might have worked a little bit better. But I'll be honest, I like this a whole lot more than I thought I would. But I'm not going to go ape shit crazy on the score, mostly because it didn't have Anne Hathaway in it. And that would have definitely... Anything Anne Hathaway's in gets at least 3 more, stars. That... Easy. But yeah, I'm going to give this a 6 too, man. Surprisingly, we are on the same page on that, so that's going to average out to a 5 right there.
FaZe, one final thought on the monkey scene from 1978's Faces of Death. Director John Allen Schwartz stated in a 2012 Deadspin interview that it was not real, but staged fictional scene using a model monkey with a prosthetic head while actors eating cauliflower covered in blood, fake blood.
Oh, good for him. Tell it to all the people that were, talking to me. I probably should have Googled this, to be fair.
And Ziggy, here is FaZe's response to you asking that very question.
Fuck you.
One last thing. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't know.
I want your rage and vitriol focused at the right targets and shit, not something that's not accurate.
Sure.
my last take on this movie is Faces of Death isn't necessarily asking if it's too far. It's asking why we keep moving the line. And I like that thought. But I thought you were oh, were you a 4? Oh, then it's like 5 and a third then. My
Oh,
bad.
is it? I don't know. I just kind
I
of
thought
took
you
your
were-
word on that.
I thought you were a 3.
I didn't want to do the math.
I thought you said 3. That's why I was like, so 5
But
and
I can-
5.33 will be the average.
Yeah. Whoops! I just moved that over. Let me fix that. There we go.
All right. Well, there you go, folks. That is Faces of Death 2026. Live and in theaters now. Probably won't be there much longer. So,
Surprising that it was a better entry than I expected it to be. So I was kind of like, man, fuck this stupid movie.
oh, shit.
Oh.
Wrong one.
No, we're doing that already. Okay.
Nope, wrong one. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you decide to go check it out, check it out. Let us know what you thought. I'm curious to hear other people's opinions.
Yeah.
Did Rick send us a ranking? I saw him in here earlier.
He just joined us. He said he got distracted with whatever he was doing. It was like, fuck, I missed the whole show.
Right. I saw him say something, about the movie, but I can't remember what it was. There we go. He didn't give it a ranking, but he says, I'm actually surprised you guys didn't hate everything about this. To me, it's a mindless film that was fun for an hour and a half. All right.
I wouldn't even go as far to say it's mindless because they attempt to. The guy's obviously not a fan of fucking influencers, man, which is funny as hell.
Yeah. Yeah. Rick, if you're still out there, give us a number so we can share that here in a minute. What do we got coming up next week there, FaZe? We're going to be doing next week we're doing our entire show exclusively on Reddit. So,
Yeah.
check it out.
God damn, you're lucky you live so many hours down south right now. All right, we're doing The Mummy. You've all seen it in your fucking... It's Blumhouse.
Lee Cronin.
But I guess it got through because it's the fucking Mummy. It's Lee Cronin. I don't know. Hopefully it's not a piece of crap. How long is it, I wonder? Probably too fucking long.
It's 2 hours at least.
Now, this fucking trailer, I've seen a dozen times.
No, yeah, it's everywhere. This one, yeah.
Hopefully there's something left. They didn't reveal everything.
Right.
Maybe.
2 hours and 14 minutes.
Better be a damn good 2 hours and 14 minutes, or I'm...
Or
Retired.
dear Reddit.
If I hear the word Reddit one more fucking time, I swear to God, I'll retire from this fucking show. I'm not even joking.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. Ziggy, you want to start them off on this?
Thanks a lot, man. Interesting.
No, the members.
This. Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh, Final Girls and Guys, C-Phase, Luke, The Muffinator, Tyrone.
Crazy Ralph's, Bell's Fancy Creation, Dr. Smiley, Grizzly and Paula, Morgan Crypt Horror, Joshua, Raymond, Alan Terry, Twisted Twinning, and the whole damn enchilada pod.
The camp counselors, Adam Christopher, Christy, Lou, S. Michael, Jim and Rachel, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Angie, Chuck Schick, Dave, Carl, Patricia, Kristen, JJ, and Gordon the dog crashing through a second-story window near you.
Oh, yeah, there's the golf clap.
That's right. And gang, if you want to help support the DCS, become a member at deathcursesociety.com and check out the tiers, figure out what fits your wallet, and yeah, see if you can throw a few bones our way. So,
Enjoy the
Now-
perks and benefits and privileges entitled to. Paula, that is a great point. FaZe, odds are there will be cats in this movie.
in The Mummy,
Yes.
That is a good point. I mean, that would be a huge saving grace for this thing, because those trailers do look kind of not
It does look like
promising.
it's a skin crawly type, uncomfortable looking movie.
I love the original Mummy, from the Universal, but
I don't think this has much to do with that,
No.
though. I don't think this is any kind
Probably
of like
not.
reboot of that.
Don't you remember they went back and took out all the references tying it to the classic? They
I
got,
do
they just
kinda
stole the
remember.
name.
got rid of it all
I
because
do
it's
kinda
just,
remember.
Scumbag
oh no,
motherfucker.
this stands on its own, is what the studio said. So if they did,
Well.
then they fucked
Oh,
it.
rename it then, motherfuckers. Don't call it the Mummy.
Could have been called sarcophagus.
But it's
Punk
not a mummy.
bitches.
Yeah.
I guess they could have called it a mummy.
stand on its own. My fucking ass. If you're gonna call it The Mummy, you're fucking riding on the tail of another movie, you stupid bastards. But that's Blumhouse for you.
FaZe, why don't you send them out for the night?
I have another
Folks.
joke, but I'm gonna go, man.
With all the hate I spewed in this show, at least I don't hate you guys. The fucking light of my world, the DCS audience. I fucking love you guys. See you every week. It's wonderful. I hope to see you again next week for a hopefully better review. This is probably my least favorite video we've ever done. I love you guys, and see you next week. Oh, and wash your dick, don't get sick. You know, the whole Colonel thing.
Ziggy, go.
How do I follow that?
Right?
Yeah, but yeah, of course, he's right. We love you guys coming to check us out and catching the FaZe in rare form tonight. It's pretty interesting. I like it. I'm going to not say anything else about Reddit for fear of what's about to happen after we get off the air.
Yet you just did.
I did, yes, but it's fine. It was fun, and the Mummy, I don't know, man. I really don't know what to expect with this. This guy's, he did what? The Evil Dead? Last one?
He did Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah, Evil Dead Rise. It wasn't bad. This looks disturbing. Hopefully it goes all in that way and makes it really, really fucked up and just not another cookie cutter, stop motion, fucking crackly mummy zombie things again, like they've done in every mummy movie since 2000. So we'll see.
But you know it's Blumhouse, so it's going to let us down somewhere.
I'm sure there'll be a house on fire at some point.
You know, they've really cooled it with that, but I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
But look what you just did. Look what you just did. You jinxed it all for all of us now.
That's true. Now it is going to have a big old stupid fire.
It won't be a house fire. It'll be like a cemetery fire or a sarcophagus fire.
Yeah, sarcophagus fire.
Fire at the museum.
Sarcophagus Fire. That's a good band name, man.
There is a band called Sarcophagus Fire, I think.
There is?
I want to say there is.
Of course there is.
I don't know.
There's got to be on like the indie, circuit.
If there's not, you're starting one tomorrow.
Yeah, that's done and done.
Somebody better claim that name, yeah.
All right, gang, as they said, thanks for watching. Join us next week for our review of Lee Cronin's The Mummy. I'm kind of looking forward to this one. I think it'll be somewhat interesting, but even if it's not, and Blumhouse lets us down yet again, I'm sure it'll be entertaining to talk about. So, for the Colonel, who ain't here, for Zigzag, and for FaZe, it's the Red Crank saying DCS out. We love y'all, and we will see you next week. One other thing.
On Reddit?
Woo! No, you asshole.
Woo!
Collecting light image, focused to rip the skin. Remembering those muddy creeks, illusions to swim in. Found strength to cross an ocean, reflected the last light. Looking for a hidden truth, only to find a fight. I found a new way to leave behind the past. Hope it's a better way. Oh, in the optic glass.